Your Siberian Husky looks you dead in the eye, turns around, and completely ignores your command. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Huskies are notorious for their stubborn streak, and if you're watching this video, you've probably felt that unique frustration of being outsmarted by your own dog. But here's the truth. Your husky can obey the first time you give a command. You just need to understand how their wolf-like brain actually works. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you the exact training methods that work specifically for Siberian Huskies, not Golden Retrievers, not German Shepherds, Huskies. Because, let's be honest, your husky isn't ignoring you because they're stupid. They're ignoring you because they're smart enough to question whether your command is worth their time. By the end of this video, you'll know how to become the pack leader your husky actually respects, and you'll have a step-by-step system to get instant obedience, even from the most stubborn husky. Let's get into it. Step 1. Establish non-negotiable leadership. Now, let's talk about leadership. With Huskies, you can't fake this. You need to establish yourself as the alpha through daily actions, not just training sessions. Start with something called "Nothing in life is free." Your husky doesn't get food, walks, playtime, or affection without earning it first. Before you put down their food bowl, make them sit and wait. Before you open the door for a walk, they sit calmly. Before they get that belly rub they're begging for, they follow a simple command every single time. This isn't about being mean, it's about creating a transactional relationship where your husky understands that good things come from obedience. You control all the resources, and they learn that listening to you is the gateway to everything they want. Here's another crucial rule: you eat first. In a wolf pack, the alpha eats before everyone else. Have your meals before feeding your husky, or at minimum, make them wait in a down stay while you take a few bites of something. It sounds small, but huskies read these hierarchical signals clearly. And never, ever let your husky pull you on walks. The leader walks in front. If your husky is dragging you down the street, they think they're in charge. Use a front clip harness and stop moving the instant they pull. They only move forward when the leash is slack. Yes, your walks will be slower at first, but this is non-negotiable for establishing respect. Step 2. The foundation command system. Alright, now we get into the actual training. You're going to use what I call the 3 C's: clear, consistent, and consequential commands. Clear means one word, one command. Not, "Buddy, come here boy, let's go." Just come. Say it once in a firm, neutral tone. Huskies tune out rambling. If you repeat yourself, you're teaching them that the first command is optional. Consistent means the same word, the same tone, every single time. If you say "down" one day and "lie down" the next, your husky will use that inconsistency as an excuse to ignore you. Everyone in your household needs to use identical commands. Consequential means every command has an outcome. If you say "sit" and your husky doesn't comply within 3 seconds, you physically guide them into position, not roughly, but firmly. Then immediately reward them as if they did it themselves. They get the treat, but they also learn that the command will happen whether they volunteer or not. Here's the game changer for huskies: high-value rewards. Forget regular kibble. When you're training for first-time obedience, you need something your husky would do backflips for. Small pieces of chicken, cheese, hot dogs, freeze-dried liver, whatever makes their eyes light up. The reward has to be worth the effort of obedience in their cost-benefit analysis. And timing is everything. You have a 2-second window to reward good behavior. The instant your husky's butt hits the ground after you say "sit," that treat needs to be in their mouth. This creates a neural connection between the command and the reward that huskies understand immediately. Step 3. The energy management secret. Here's something most husky owners miss. A tired husky is an obedient husky. If your dog has pent-up energy, their brain is too busy thinking about running, playing, and causing chaos to focus on your commands. Siberian Huskies need serious exercise. We're talking at least 1 to 2 hours of vigorous activity daily. A casual walk around the block isn't going to cut it. They need running, hiking, pulling a sled or cart, or intense play sessions. Before training sessions, exercise your husky for at least 30 minutes. When their body is tired, their mind can finally focus on learning. Mental stimulation is just as important. Use puzzle toys, hide-and-seek games with treats, and scent work. A mentally exhausted husky is far more likely to obey the first time because they're not looking for other ways to entertain their active brain. Step 4. The training session structure. Let's break down what an effective training session looks like for first-time obedience. Step 1. Pick one command to focus on. Don't try to teach 5 things at once. If you're working on stay, that's your entire focus for the week. Step 2. Start in a distraction-free environment. Inside your home, just you and your husky. Success breeds success, so you want easy wins first. Say the command once, just once. If they obey immediately, jackpot. Multiple treats, enthusiastic praise, the whole celebration. If they don't obey within 3 seconds, calmly guide them into position, then give a single treat with less enthusiasm. Here's the key. Your husky learns to differentiate between I chose to obey, which gets massive rewards, and I got made to obey, which gets minimal rewards. They'll quickly figure out that immediate compliance is far more profitable. Step 4. Keep sessions short. 5 to 10 minutes maximum. Huskies have excellent endurance for physical activity, but shorter attention spans for repetitive training. 3 short sessions throughout the day beat 1 exhausting 1-hour session. Step 5. Gradually increase distractions. Once your husky nails the command inside, move to the backyard, then the front yard, then a quiet park, then a busy park. You're slowly increasing the difficulty level, and at each stage, you're proving that sit means sit regardless of what's happening around them. Step 6. Correcting selective hearing. Now, let's tackle the most common husky problem, selective hearing. Your husky hears you perfectly fine. They're choosing to ignore you because they've learned there are no real consequences. Here's the fix, the command or consequence approach. When you give a command and your husky ignores you, don't repeat it. Instead, calmly walk over, guide them into the position without any anger or frustration, then immediately release them with no reward. Then, give the same command again from a closer distance. When they comply, big reward. What you're teaching them is this: ignoring the command doesn't make it go away. It just means you lose the opportunity to earn the reward the easy way. Huskies are opportunists. Once they realize obedience is the path of least resistance to what they want, they'll start complying immediately. Another powerful technique is the nothing else happens until you obey method. If you call your husky and they ignore you, freeze everything. No walking, no playing, no attention. Just neutral, boring waiting. The moment they comply, even if it takes 2 minutes, the world comes alive again. Huskies hate being bored, and they'll learn that obedience is the key to keeping life interesting. Step 6. Maintaining long-term obedience. Getting first-time obedience isn't a one-time achievement, it's a lifestyle. Huskies will test boundaries their entire lives, so you need to stay consistent forever. Random reinforcement is your friend. Once your husky reliably obeys, you don't need to treat every single time, but you do need to reward randomly. Maybe it's every 3rd time, maybe every 5th time. This unpredictability keeps them obeying every time because they never know when the jackpot is coming. And never let your standards slip. If you allow your husky to ignore a command even once because you're tired or distracted, you're teaching them that commands are optional. Every command you give needs to be enforced. If you're not prepared to follow through, don't give the command in the first place. There you have it, the exact system for getting your Siberian Husky to obey the first time, every time. Remember, Understand their pack mentality, establish unshakable leadership, use clear and consistent commands, manage their energy, structure your training sessions properly, eliminate selective hearing, and maintain your standards forever. If this video helped you, smash that like button and subscribe for more Husky-specific training tips. Drop a comment below and tell me your biggest Husky obedience challenge. I read every single one, and your question might become the next video. Now get out there and show your Husky who's boss. You've got this.